So good morning, my dear students. I welcome you all. I hope you are all fine. So children, you are very much excited about your school. Now your school begins and now you are very much eager to know about your subject teachers, your books and all those things. Okay. So children, now tell me, as your school begins, at first what your teacher gives to you, or how you come to know that on which day you have to bring which books. Yes, tell me.
Timetable.
Yes, very good. Timetable. Now what is mean by timetable? In timetable, how you prepare the timetable? Okay, you write the timetable, but how you write the timetable in your notebook? Will you please explain me?
It is in the form of table.
It is in the form of table, but while drawing that table, how you draw that table? What you have to draw? To write the information about time, that timings are there, now days are there, but how you draw that table? For that, what you?
In the form of rows and columns.
Very good. In the form of rows and columns, you are preparing the table. Okay, so systematic arrangement of row and column is known as a table. So today we are going to today we are going to learn about table, how to create table in HTML. So children, write in your notebook the heading, how to create a table in HTML. HTML you have learned in last standard, that is in 6th standard. What is mean by HTML?
It is the hypertext markup language.
Very good. HTML stands for hypertext markup language. Actually in HTML what we are doing? We are preparing the web pages. And what is mean by website? Website is nothing but a collection of web pages. So we are making use of this HTML language to prepare pages, and we are linking those pages together to form a website. Children, while surfing, you may wonder that how this information is stored in a website. Many web pages are there, those are interlinked with each other, and the data is organized in a proper manner in the form of rows and columns. But how to arrange that data in row and column? Before explaining this, first of all, you understand what is mean by row and what is mean by column. If we draw a table, so in table the horizontal are the rows. So these are the rows, horizontal are the rows and vertical are the columns. So these are what? Rows. Horizontal are the rows and vertical are the columns. So in table we are arranging the data in the form of rows and columns. Okay, so we will learn how to prepare a table in HTML language. I hope everyone knows the basic structure of HTML language, but again I will revise that. The first tag is HTML. The first tag is HTML, hypertext markup language. It tells the browser that you are now preparing a program in HTML. The second tag is head. The HTML page is divided into two parts, head and body. Head contains title tag. The title tag is appear, whatever title we give in the tag, title tag, it appears on the title bar of the web browser. So this is head, here title, here title has to be written. Here you have to write the title. Okay. Now you have to close the title tag. All these are container tags. Container tag means it consists of start tag and end tag. Okay. The next is head. So here head region or head tag we have to close. Now whatever statements we write in body tag, in between body tag, those are actually executed. Okay. So in this body tag here actually we can say content is written. Content has to be written. Now content of the web pages. Now the content may be in the form of table, maybe images or frames. Okay, in a website we are writing all the contents. In table we can arrange, we can organize all type of data in a cell. Okay, in cell you can give links, you can give data, files can be interlinked with each other. So here students, we will learn about table tag. Now the table tag, the table in HTML is consist of 5 basic elements or 5 basic tags. The first is table, the second one is th, the third is td, the fourth is tr, and the fifth one is caption. These are the 5 basic elements which forms the table tag. So let us take a glance over each of these tag. Okay, so the first is table. HTML is not case sensitive language. It means that you can use uppercase letter as well as lowercase letters. The first is table tag. It specifies that you are going to create, or it tells the browser that you are going to prepare a table in HTML language. Am I clear, students? Have you any difficulty? Okay. Now the second tag is tr. It specifies that it is a table row. Okay, horizontal is the row. In table row we are including the columns. In a single row you can insert many columns. Now if you see, generally in newspaper the data is arranged in a column, in columns. Okay, all the data can be arranged in a column type. So here table row, in a row we are inserting the columns, but generally whenever we are inserting the columns headings are in a bold face. Okay, those are in bold face. So to give bold effect or to give emphasis on that bold, we are using th, table heading. Th stands for what? Table heading. Table heading th tag indicates that, it specifies that whatever text you write, it will appear in bold manner. Okay, it will appear in bold face. So this is th. What tags we have seen? First is table. Table tag, it is the main tag of the table. From that tag only table will start. It indicates the browser that we are preparing a table. The second is tr, table row. Here the th means table heading. The fourth one is td. td stands for table data. Okay, we are preparing the columns or we are preparing the different fields. The names of those columns now will appear in bold face if we specify them in table heading or th tag. But actual data, whatever we are going to include in table, that we have to write in td, table data tag. And the main is caption. Now what is mean by caption? As you know, caption is a name given to a table, or you can say heading of the table. So caption, we can give name to a table using the caption tag. Okay, so students, now first of all we will prepare a program in HTML so that your concepts will be clear, that how to make use of these different tags. As you are all knowing that in last year also you have learned HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and in HTML we are making use of different tags. HTML page is divided into two areas, head and body, and this table tag, we are making use of this table tag to prepare a table. Okay, so for typing this in a computer, when you can use a text editor like Notepad. In Notepad you have to type the program, then you have to save that file with the .html or .htm extension. Okay, this is the first step to prepare a web page. Okay, after saving that file with .html extension, you have to execute your file with the web browser by using web browser. Now, what is mean by web browser? All of you are knowing that web browser is a software which we are using to access the internet. Now, which web browsers are there? There are many web browsers. Internet Explorer, Netscape Navigator, then Google Chrome is there, Mozilla is there, Mozilla Firefox is there. So, you can use any of this web browser to execute the program. Okay, so what are the steps? I will repeat again. First of all, you have to open the text editor like Notepad. In Notepad, you have to follow the sequence. Every HTML program has certain rules. Okay, you have to follow the sequence of the tags. What is mean by tags? The HTML commands are known as tags. HTML commands are known as tags. So, every language is having its own syntax and rules. Okay, so you have to follow the steps. So, in every HTML program, if you see, the first tag is HTML, after HTML head, then title, then you have to specify the title name. After that, you have to close the title tag, then again head tag, and whatever executable statements are there, you have to specify those statements in the body tag. Okay, and the last tag is HTML. So, after typing the program, after writing the code, you have to save that file with the .html or .htm extension. Okay, children. So, after saving the file, you have to execute that program in a web browser. Okay, in any web browser, you can run the program, and the main thing is that while executing this program, there is no need of internet. Okay, offline also you can execute this program. So, just you have to open the program and execute, or if you right click on the program file, just click on open with, then the names will appear. So, you can choose any web browser. Okay, so in Notepad you have to prepare the program. I think it is visible to all of you. Okay, so here students, the first tag is HTML, hypertext. HTML stands for hypertext markup language. The second is here we have give head. So in head we are specifying the title tag. So title is given. Here I have written how to create a table in HTML. Okay, after that title, we have to close the title tag. Why we have to close the title tag? Because it is a container tag. So, what is mean by container? Two types of tags are there in HTML. The first is container tag and the another one is empty tag. Container tag means it has two tags. The first one is start, or we can say on, and the another one is end and end or off tag. Now, what is the difference between this start and end? In start, we have to make use of the angular brackets, and in that angular brackets we are writing the code. Okay, we are writing the here tag name. Okay, or you can also specify the attributes. Again, question may arise in your mind that what is mean by this attribute. So what is mean by attribute? Can anybody tell me? Or this is new thing for you, so I will explain without asking you. So attribute is the additional information about that tag. Okay, attribute means additional information about that. So we are definitely going to learn about the attributes of table tag also, but before that, first of all we will prepare a table. So children, see carefully here. After closing the head tag, body tag I have written body BG color equal to pink. In 6th standard you have learned that BG color stands for what? BG color stands for background. Okay, so which color you have written? I have written here pink. So any color you can specify in the HTML. But what one condition is there? English language has certain rules in grammar. In a similar way, this our HTML language is also having some rules. Spelling mistakes are not allowed. Okay, if you commit a single mistake in this color, writing color names or any tag, program will not be executed, or that effect will not be applicable to the program. Okay children, so here body PG color equal to pink, Then table I have written here. Table is the first tag. Okay. Now here caption is given, students details. Student details is the caption name given to the table. So it is the heading. It is the heading given to the or title given to our table. Title or heading or caption given to our table. Actually, why it is used? Because in website many tables are there. Okay, so what that table exactly includes, that you should understand. It becomes very much easier for you if we give the caption tag. Okay, it is not necessary that always you should give caption, but it is better to use caption tag. Okay, so caption students details I have written. The first is tr tag. Now the first tag after the caption tag is tr tag, table row. The first row will begin from here. Now as the columns are there, now we are preparing the tables, you are preparing timetable. In that you have told me that we are making use of rows and columns. Okay, so those headings should appear in bold manner. So that's why I have written here th. So th serial number, th close, th name, th close, th class, th close, th grade, th close. Means actually how many fields are there or how many columns are there? See, first is serial number, then after that name is second, the third one is class, and fourth one is grade. So in all 4 columns we are forming in a table. If you want to add more columns, what you have to do? Just you have to add the th tag. Okay, so here you can also write td instead of th, but what will be the difference? Those will not appear in bold manner. Okay, in regular text when we give td, regular text it will appear. So that's why titles are given. Now we want to close the row. Okay, in first column only 4 rows are 4 fields are there. Okay, just see here. Serial number, the first is serial number, then after that I have written here name, then class, and here grade. Okay, these are the 4 fields. Okay, serial number 1. Okay, so this is the first row. Okay, so when you execute the program, the output will like this. So here we have to close that row. Okay, so we have to transfer the execution control on the next line. Okay, like we are using enter key in Word or Excel. Okay, the same thing will appear after we close the tr tag. So the control of the program will transfer to the next line. Okay children, any doubt in that? Okay, so next is in tr. Tr indicates that it is a new row. So here I have written 1, then name as Anusri, class I have written as 7, and grade A+. Again in td tag I have written this data. Now try to understand the difference. These are the headings. These are the headings or names given to the columns. Okay, and these are the actual data that we are inserting in the table. Okay, heading will be the same, only one, but data you can insert of many students. So this is the first row. After that again tr is there. So here again I have written name of the student as Avdut, and after that tr close means row will be closed, body tag is closed, but here don't commit mistake of closing body tag here, because what will happen, just you have to close the body tag before the HTML tag. Okay, so always the first tag of the HTML is HTML and the last tag of HTML is end HTML, and before HTML tag body tag you have to end. So here Don't commit mistake like this. So first of all, you have to, you just write here, you have to close the table tag, and after that close the body tag, and HTML you have to close in the last. Okay, so what are the steps to save these files? You have to save this file with .html extension. So I will write here, suppose table.html, and then click on save. Okay children, so here table.html is there. Now how to execute that file, that we will see. Okay, two ways are there. First you open the browser, then click on the file menu. After clicking on the file menu, click on the open option. After clicking on open option, you have to browse that file. Okay, what is meant by browse? Because you have to open that file. But how to open that file? What is the location of that file that you have to search, or you have to open that? Or the simple way is just right click on that file, and after right clicking on that file, you just click on open with web browser, or open with any web browser you can use. Now here I will click on open with, it is visible na children? So here I will click on open with Internet Explorer. So if you can see here, name, table caption is given, student details, it has appeared. If you see the serial number, name or class, grade, it appears. But something is missing here. The data appeared here on the web browser, but if you see something, it does not look like the table. So what is that? Can anybody tell me?
Lines, ma'am, lines.
Very good, lines are missing. Which lines? Horizontal or vertical? Both lines are missing. So just we have typed the data, we have written on the notebook, but we have not make use of pencil and scale. In computer we are not making use of pencil and scale, but instead of that we can use attributes. As I have told you, what is mean by attribute? Attribute is the additional information about that tag. Again I will repeat, and what is mean by tag? Tags are the commands of HTML. Tags are the commands of the HTML. Okay, so now we will give attributes to table tags. Table tags has many attributes. Table tags is having many attributes. So we will see those attributes. So in your notebook also you copy down the attributes. In table tag we can specify different attributes. Border, the second one is BG color, border color, width. Now these are all attributes, so definitely it will we have to make use. I am not going to write table tag again and again, just I will write down the attribute names here so that things will be clear to you. Width, height, cell padding. Some of the attributes I think you have learned in last year, but again I will repeat that. Cell spacing and align. Okay, so let us take a glance over all these attributes. In short, what is mean by border? Here we can specify the border or the width of the border in pixels in table. So here what is border? Here border we can specify in pixels. So here you can give 3, 4, 5, whatever it may be, 1, 2, any you can specify in pixels. Okay, so that you have to write in the double quotes. Okay, so this the thickness of the line is decided by the border. Then the second is BG color. BG color means what? Background color. As in our HTML program, if you can see here, I have given pink color, body bg color equal to pink. So pink color is applicable to that web page. But children, you can change the background color of table also. Means body color is different and table's body color will be different. Okay, so body here bg color, table bg color equal to, in double quotes you have to write that color. Suppose table bg color equal to red, pink, blue, purple, or you can use codes also. There are codes for different colors. You can use these color codes also to give the color. Then different border color also you can use for table. Okay, using only border, you are choosing the, what you are choosing? You are choosing the width of the table, and after that border color you can specify using border color. Okay, now width of the table is decided by the width attribute. Table's width, how much space it will occupy, how much width it will occupy, it is decided by the width attribute. Okay, after that the next is height. The vertical distance or the height of the table we can decide that, so that data can be adjusted in that manner. So it is also in the form of pixel, or you can also use percentage. So generally pixels are used to give that data. Then cell padding and cell spacing. Now what is the difference between cell spacing and cell padding, that we will see. Now children, what is a cell? Cell is nothing but intersection of row and column. Cell is nothing but an intersection of row and column. So here if you can see 6 cells are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will write the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now cell padding means what? The distance between the edge of the cell. The distance between the edge of the cell and the content can be given by using cell padding. Okay, it can be decided using cell padding. And what is cell spacing? The distance between the adjacent cell. Now what is that distance? Now suppose I write here cell padding equal to, suppose 3, cell padding equal to 3. Then what will happen? Suppose here distance of 3 pixels will be given. Okay, so this is the cell padding, distance between the here edge of the table and the adjacent data. Okay, so now after that cell padding is cell spacing is there. In cell spacing, distance between the adjacent cell is given. Okay, so you just see this program. So children, here you can see this program. In that I have used all the attributes. See here, if you can see the table background white, I have written white color is there, cell spacing is there, cell padding is also used. Then border, in earlier program border was not there, so here border is also there. Width of this table is 3 there. Okay, so this is the output of the program. If you want to see the code of this program, I will show it to you. So students, detail is caption. Here in adjacent cell some distance is there. So why that distance is there? That distance is because of the yes, who will tell me that distance is because of the cell spacing? Yes, cell spacing, the distance is there, and using the cell padding we can decide the distance between the cells. Okay, I hope you have all understood this program. So if you are having any doubts, you can ask me. So students, we have seen the different attributes of table tab, but how to make use of those attributes in table tab that we will see. Okay, in earlier table we have not made use of those attributes. Now here we can use those attributes. Okay, so here if you can see table, after table tag, the first attribute which I have used is the border. Border specifies the width of the table. Okay, so in border, here width is specified. Here the width is given as 3 pixels. Means the thickness of the border we can decide by using the border attribute. Then border color equal to red. Which color should be given to border of the table, that we can decide here. So border color equal to red. BG color means background color. Now the web page color is different. It is pink. But for table we have given, I have given here white color. Any color you can give here. So BG color equal to white. This is the third attribute. Okay. So after that, align attribute. Align, default alignment of table is left. Okay. So left, right and center, these are the three alignments that we can use in table. So align equal to center. The position of the table will be in center. After that, height equal to 200. So height of the table will be 200 pixels. Okay, it is in pixels. So the vertical distance, or vertically the height of the table will be 200 pixels. The width will be 200 pixels. Okay, so this is again and the cell padding is there. Now what is mean by cell padding? Again I will explain. Cell padding is the distance from the edge of the table to the data, that is 10 pixels. So you have to make use of the double inverted commas there. After that, cell spacing. Cell spacing means what? The distance between the adjacent cells is 10 pixels. Okay. Then caption, student details and rest of the things we have already discussed. So now I will show you the output of this table. So here, just a minute, I will show the output. How to execute this program. Just you can select your file, right click and open with any web browser you can use. I will use Internet Explorer. Okay, so this is the output of the table. Thank you, friends.